Oh,
Can't. It's too big.
That's his butt, by the way. Hello, and welcome back to the Duck and Raven. This week, we're joined by a very drunk Raven, because it is just not wanting to work. Anyway, last time on the Duck and Raven, these guys finally left a castle, even though Grimleg really wanted to stay and ask questions.
Grimleg likes questions.
Yeah, he was asking a lot of questions. The dudes were just like, yeah, bro, we'll answer your questions. I mean, he didn't get anywhere, apart from the fact that they learned that the cat is actually Kadroth's cat. And he's pure evil, apparently.
He has a mustache.
He has a mustache.
Which means, yeah.
Obviously, if a cat has a mustache, it's evil. But then you proceeded to speak your way to Caer Konig instead, and met a family member of Arya's, who may have been a little tad bit intoxicated as he met you, ranting on about invisible thieves stealing all sorts of things like goats and rainbow lanterns. But yeah, he seemed nice enough. Told you a few interesting stories. And then you were like, no, bro, we ain't going to help you. We're going up this mountain because there's a dude freezing up there. And left to go up Kelvins Cairn, which you're part way up right now. But you first came across the husky wagon that your new friend Boy, the dog, had escaped from, but his family were still attached to it, and ate a whole box of rations. You saved them, tipped over their thing, and then kind of like left them with their axe beaks at the bottom of the mountain. Proceeded up the mountain, where Hassak nearly got eaten by goats. It was very tragic indeed, and slightly less importantly, decided to tie yourselves together whilst getting avalanched on. And that's where we ended. There was a big crack at the top of the mountain, and a whole shit ton of snow is about to fall on you. So, the first thing I want is initiative rolls.
Woo!
Immediate initiative rolls.
I want to punch the snow.
You can do that. There's plenty of snow around.
Nice.
I'm still loading things.
There is no... Oh, there we go.
I've just added you initiative order. Oh. And now everything lags out as a million dice begin to bounce around the screen.
Yes, fit man. 22 crew.
Hell yeah. We're the fast boys.
I always get terrible initiative.
Is anybody able to roll boys for me?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Just as I sort out the rollable area, because annoyingly, for the stream, it keeps rolling the dice in the exact part that they can't see.
Of course.
So I was thinking as well, what if you moved your camera to the top right?
No.
Why?
Oh, how'd you do a random roll again? Sorry.
The what?
/roll.
Oh, is it /roll?
Yeah, /roll. And then 1d20.
1d20.
Ooh, you can adjust the rollable area. That's cool.
Yeah, I did it on the other one, but apparently it didn't apply to this one, so I've changed it. So because every single time, like, there's this huge screen that the dice can go into. No, we're going to go into that bit that you've got a little bar at the bottom of, so nobody can see it on the actual stream. So I've changed it now.
Can you do the same with the chat log?
I don't think I can, to be honest. Which is kind of annoying. You can't change the size of it. I tried it before, but it didn't seem to want to work.
It's not. Tom, can you remind me the code to put it in? I can't. It's not working. That roll one. Is it /what?
What are you trying to do? What, for boy?
Yeah.
I think it's this. So it's just / roll 1d20.
I'm just gonna roll.
You put a space between the right end of roll and the number.
Okay.
There you
Yeah, I've done it for him anyway.
There we go. Well, I've just rolled for him, so pick the highest.
I think it was mine. Because he's actually come third in the list.
Okay.
I mean, like one inert feat.
You want the an inert feat?
The inert feat. Yeah, I want the inert feat. My character just becomes a vegetable. That's it.
Oh god. So it looks like it's Fidvan first. But just to set the scene, as you're making your way across this kind of icy pathway, the crack up above, you suddenly see this big rush of snow, probably about 500 feet above you, but it does seem to be coming down fast. I believe you've all got 5 foot of leeway between each other to move. Boy and the Chwinger are actually free, so they could probably leg it, but the rest of you are restricted a little bit.
Wait, what are we restricted by? Sorry, I missed the beginning bit.
We can't move too much because we tied ourselves together.
Look, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, Fidvan, what's your first course of action? Andres just doesn't want to talk to me, I guess.
He's like, out there you avalanche me.
Oh, sorry. I don't know when I muted myself, man, or how long I have been muted. I've been speaking though. Anyways, I was gonna say I was saying this looks like a cave. Am I correct?
It may be. You're not exactly on that part, so kind of at the moment you're a bit like further down here.
Oh, okay.
Also, the map is not exactly to scale. It's just more like your order in how you were going.
Fair enough. So is there any place that I can see that looks like it might be a shelter of some sort? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do against an avalanche other than run.
I mean, unless you've got any nifty... I was going to say arrow tricks, but that is not the right character.
No, that is not the right character. This one is also an archer, but he doesn't have a cute arrow tricks.
It does look like 200 foot ahead of you would be clear of the avalanche's path. So if you carried on going, that would be one course. Or you could turn around.
You're right, but if we turn around, we might not be able to get up again after the avalanche.
Sorry, misquote there. It's about... Wait. 100... You're about 90 foot. Ophelia's probably 100 foot in.
You mean like away from the...
Yeah,
the shelter thing?
Away from getting to a safe place.
Okay.
Kind of like the pathway it's not going to hit.
I want to use my telepathic feat to immediately just yell into everyone's minds to just book it forward to that shelter. Then just dash forward and see if I can pull people, I guess.
I guess if everybody's dead set on running one direction, you can all go at once, kind of thing. But I guess we'll see.
I don't know if everyone is dead set on going. That's just what I came up with. I'll try it though.
But just remember, you can only go as far as your slowest person.
That's right. I'm not really all that strong, but I do have a Hassak right next to me. Oh, Ophelia is much stronger. She can carry him.
Who is the slowest person? It's not.
It's probably Hassak, right?
My movement's 25 feet, So
Oh yeah.
So basically, Fidvan, you're just shouting in everybody's brains that it's time to run and making way towards where you can see the safest
Yes,
place.
I have one question. Could I theoretically use my action to dash, then use action surge, and use my action to dash again, and get triple movement?
Yes, you could, but you'd have to be free from the rope because otherwise you're just kind of bungee back.
Well,
Yeah,
fuck.
we don't move that quick.
mechanically, you can just ready your action to move when the first person moves. The person who's in the front of the rope.
I guess that's fair.
That way we all move in sync with each other.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But
I
again,
guess
I
I'll
don't
do
think
that.
you'd be able to dash because the hashtag.
I
Well,
think
you don't
Ophelia
have
can
to
carry
move
him.
25
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only move 50 feet in a round. So.
One question as well is, where are the animals?
At the bottom.
Yeah.
They're not on this ridge. They're like down here.
Yeah,
hope so.
they're right down at the bottom.
Okay.
Hopefully
So
out of the way of the avalanche.
Does it look? Oh, I'll have to ask on my turn, but I'm wondering.
Alright, yeah. I'll just ready my action to go as fast as the group will allow towards safety,
Yeah.
but not going back, because I worry we might not be able to make it through the new, I don't know, the newly set snow.
New problemo. Well then, it is Hassak's turn, the slowest of the group.
Yep, I'm just going to ready my action to move, and dash was my action to whenever they can. I don't know if that works like that, but
Yeah,
basically
I'm just going to
ready
say
move
so.
with everybody.
Because
Alright,
otherwise,
nice.
you're not going to be able to go anywhere because on your turn, you can't go more than 5 foot due to the rope.
Yeah.
And that would just be stupid. Okay, cool. So we're all readying action to run. Boy, with the Chewinga on his back, is just going to 80-foot sprint ahead. Completely bolting for it like a mad dog. Ophelia, what would you like to do?
I guess I just follow the crowd and like scoop Hasek up on the way.
Yeah, you can do. I guess grab him as you're about to run.
Yeah.
Wait, is Meep also tied with the rope?
Yes.
Fuck!
I knew it.
Well, you can, like, poof him out of existence, right?
So Hasek weighs like 77 pounds. Yeah, it would take an action though for me to put him out of existence.
Mm.
I don't mind getting meat.
Meep has a movement speed of 50 feet. I wouldn't worry about Meep.
Oh, damn,
Yeah,
okay.
he's faster than anybody else.
He's only 34 kilos. Okay, well, 35 round.
77 pounds if you want to put it into.
I don't work in pounds.
Good,
I work
correct.
in kilos.
D&D works in pounds though, so.
I know, I hate that. Everything at work is measured in kilos. So yeah, you're not even 2 bags of render.
There you go. I don't make you encumbered though if you carry me.
The actual real life Nat can pick you up.
Probably.
Sorry, Raven is not behaving. Charm. As you see, Ophelia's kind of like charging forwards, ready to scoop up Hassak, and you've had the voice in your head tell you it's time to run. And now Andy doesn't want to talk to me.
I'm just looking something up because
Okay.
I think I have a way to save all of us if we're tied together.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, again,
It's
to
only level
repeat it,
3.
more giant owls.
Ophelia at the back is like 100 foot away from the safe distance, which Boy is actually at now. He's gotten into it and he's kind of like turned around staring at you. Then Arya's about 70 foot away from it.
How many medium/small creatures can a huge beast carry?
Ooh.
It's a good question. You could fit 2 medium on a large. So I'd double that again. So 4 on a large.
The strength of
And a huge?
15?
Probably even more if it carries. Because huge would be... So large is double the strength of a medium, and then huge again.
So, a huge creature's carrying capacity is equal to its strength score times 60, is what Google says.
Yeah.
So 15 times 60, I think he can carry us. Well, whatever it is that you're poofing into existence.
This is true.
Next question. Can I summon 1 Quetzalcoatlus?
What? The giant pterodactyl?
So they usually carry 900 pounds.
Damn.
It's a beast, and you can summon 1 huge beast, right? Using your...
I can summon 1 CR2 using my conjure animals.
And Quetzalcoatlus is CR2.
It is CR2.
Them's the rules.
I mean, it is a dinosaur. That's why I'm like, can I?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They still
Is
count
that
beasts,
allowed?
though.
Wise DM.
They still
Yeah?
count as beasts, yeah, as per rules. They're not like monstrosity or something like that, so it counts.
Then I would like to summon 1 of those to pick me up in its talons, as well as everyone else who is then tied to me by ropes.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. So some of you are going to get scooped, the other ones are just dangling off the side. Okay, have you got the stats for Quetzalcoatlus?
I do. Where was it? EQ.
I don't think I have a Quetzalcoatlus available.
I think it's in Mordekaiser's. But I'm sending you a screenshot now.
Just
We
use a very
definitely
big
About League too much.
pterodactyl.
Mordekaiser numero uno. Wait.
I don't have a pterodactyl to put down either.
Put something funny then.
So its initiative would be +1. Let's roll.
On high initiative.
Ooh.
Okay, it's gonna go straight away then. So, seemingly out of nowhere, this giant pterodactyl appears and seems to be aiming for Sean. This may be pretty freaky for the rest of the party, as she just kind of like holds her arms out and accepts it just batting into her and lifting her up. The 2 nearest to her, I guess, being Grimleg and Fidvan, also get scooped up, and the others are just dangling. Like, Fidvan's about to grab Hassak behind him, and then he just kind of goes whoop, oop, up on this giant pterodactyl. And then Arya kind of like flips down one side, and then Hassak, Meep, and Ophelia are dangling off of the other as this giant pterodactyl just scoops them and takes them away. I suppose you could just fly up the rest of the mountain at this point.
Yeah, the verbal component for that is going to be, "Yoo-hoo, friend! We need help!"
And there's just this giant... As it just appears out of the blizzard and just scoops you all up. So yeah, you begin to ascend into the sky. Grimleg, do you want to do anything as you're taken away?
Well, this is great, but Grimleg has something he would like to know. Will the avalanche crush my animal friends, who I like? Your silence is scaring me.
It is.
Should I roll something to see if I think it would?
Sure. So what, are you trying to tell whether...
Sorry, was that aimed at me? I've gone on mute.
No. The
axe
Grimleg
piece, right?
wants to know, will the avalanche kill all his furry and feathery friends?
As you're looking down, I guess... Do an investigation check. It's not like you're investigating it, but it's more like trying to figure out where the avalanche is falling and where you kind of left your guys. Sorry, I got really distracted by unapologetically me gift subbing to somebody. Pete, we're now on 4 out of 10 subs. We're getting closer.
That means maybe soon some drawings. Ooh.
I think you should be doing some drawings anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, that was some great shade there. It's very hard. Did you just roll an intimidation check?
Wait, what? That's not what I clicked.
Yeah, it says intimidation skill check, charisma.
Maybe I did click that.
Roll for investigation.
The avalanche.
Should I roll it?
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, come on, yeah! That's better, thank goodness.
19. I think you actually got a +1 on the charisma check, which might have been slightly better. But anyway, so you do some quick maths. The plus signs and the carryover, whatever you call them, appear above your head, and you go, yes, this is not going to hit the beasts below because the avalanche is coming at this angle, and we left the beast somewhere over here. Yeah, it's going nowhere near them. So they'll be fine. They might get a bit frosty from like a bit of a puff out of the snow, but yeah, it's more directed. So kind of like on the map, the avalanche is coming down. Why is it not pinging? It doesn't want to ping. It's coming down like here and then going down this direction, whereas the creatures are left kind of like down here, so it's like coming over here and down that bit. Yeah.
So unless something causes this bunch to go, we're good.
Yeah.
In that case, Grimleg will start to climb up the rope and go, the animals are fine! Grimleg knows this! And I'm going to start trying to pull people up.
So on initiative turn 10, the avalanche moves 300 foot. So it's 500 foot above you, and you just see all this ice just slide down in very quick succession, barreling towards where you were, but now are about 60 foot in the air away from it. But yeah, Grimleg's pulling Arya up, I guess, helping her with the rope. It is Meep's turn, who's dangling about 5 foot away from Hassak.
Meep's dangling upside down along with Hassak, who keeps clanging off of Arya on the other side. Just clank, clank.
Damn it, I really need to get some beast tokens on here, because I should be expecting random animal shenanigans all the time.
I'll try and scoop him up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I should be more prepared for this kind of shit. I mean, I've DM'd long enough to know that this always happens.
I only have 1 use left. I promise the next one I'll make easy.
No, it's fine. Throw anything at all. It'll be really hilarious. I mean, yeah, a pterodactyl was not what I was expecting, but it's an amazing use of this. Yeah, so Meep's just like swinging around, probably going a little bit green under the fur. No, the Conjure Animals isn't a race thing. It was what the Chwinga gave Sean as a gift.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, that's a really good gift then.
I was like...
Yeah, I got 3 uses.
Yeah, two or three sessions ago when you first found the Chewinga, it liked her so much it gave her this little boon.
And you've played so much.
Yeah, and then it's Arya's turn. So you're dangling off the other side, and Hassak keeps pinging into you.
Where did you say Meat was at this point? Was he kind of hanging and bashing against as well?
So basically, you've got Sean, Grimleg, and Fidvan on the top of the Quetzalcoatlus, just sitting there, and then you're dangling off of the one side, and then Hassak, Meat, but then Ophelia are dangling from the other side.
Oh, if I can reach Meep, I'll try and like grab him to make sure he's like okay because he's diddy.
Now
I'm not bashing him.
Now you've formed a kind of circle going around the Quetzalcoatlus. Ophelia's like the lowest one, just dangling from Meep.
Okay. We're in the air, right?
Yeah, you're on basically a giant pterodactyl.
Yeah, but are we still in initiative then?
Yes.
So we're not near. What with is this But the dog thing, the wolf thing, isn't with us, is he?
Boy, no, he's gone. He charged off ahead, got to the safe zone, and he's now just barking at this Quetzalcoatlus flying off into the air with you guys.
Oh, so the guy, the wolf's with us in the air.
No, he's down. He's down on the mountainside where you were walking originally.
Right. Okay. I'm trying to think of what to do.
Tell him to stay. I think
You could hold your action, and we could get the thing to fly above Boy.
Yeah, I think
and
I
grab
can't think
him.
of much I can do. Like I'm trying to look at. I don't think there's a huge amount I can do. I'm gonna grab me, make sure that he's okay, and yeah, probably gonna have to hold anything else because I can't think of what else to do at this point in time.
Maybe like hold if we have the Quetzalcoatlus swoop by, yeah, you could hold an action to grab it from the side to grab Boy.
Yeah, I'll hold
Something
my
like
action
that.
then.
So Arya's just like dangling off of one side. Grimlay's kind of like holding onto the rope, and she's got her arms out ready to scoop up Boy. As you get ready in position to grab Boy, the snow from the avalanche just decimates the area you were just in, like hitting the ledge and spraying even more snow out the side of the mountain, and continues to fall. It's not quite reached the bottom, but if you'd have stayed there after this turn, you'd be going with it. So it's a good thing Sean had that ace in her pocket.
Yeah.
Twinga, useful creature.
So Fidvan, Hassak, are you just gonna wait?
Hassak's just dangling. Like, imagine the rope's tied around his waist. He's just trying to grab the rope and he's just screaming the whole time. But you can't really hear him because the avalanche is just overpowering it.
It's just and this kind of little voice going ah.
Yep. So Hassak's just gonna dangle and scream.
Fidvan is gonna do his best to take notes on the Quetzalcoatlus while being grabbed by its huge talons.
He just pulls out a notebook.
Interesting specimen.
Yes, it's an interesting new creature. I need to know, and I need to take notes on its anatomy.
So the Quetzalcoatlus would go before Boy. So it's gonna, I guess, from what Sean was commanding it to swoop down towards him. I'll take that as a yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And with Arya kind of like dangling off of one side, Boy's going absolutely crazy. Like, he's never seen this kind of giant creature just swooping around. And he looks a little bit scared as you like scoop him up, but he allows it. And the Chewinga stands up on Boy and just, you know the scene of, I can't remember what the kid's name, but on top of Falcor with the never-ending story, just fist up as it flies away with you guys. I guess we can say you're out of initiative combat, out of combat or initiative, because you're not in danger of the avalanche anymore.
We're just hanging precariously.
Yeah. So one side, there's a halfling banging into a silver dragonborn in full plate armor, and then below him is a spinning horned rabbit and this poshly dressed woman who doesn't quite look like she was ready for mountain climbing.
Grimleg's just pulling on the rope, going, "What is this?"
Discord didn't like Grimleg's voice.
No, it went far too high pitch.
What is this thing? I'll try again.
Yeah, that did come through.
Okay, good. Damn noise suppression, but I want to make noise.
Well, this is just everything working out.
Wow. Grimleg just pats the Quetzalcoatlus with his foot. It's like, good burn.
Oh wait, why did that come from Meep? I meant it to come from Boy.
Meep starts barking.
Yeah.
He's bilingual.
Needs to learn new words.
All you hear down the low is me.
I guess, shall I start trying to pull up Arya? How strong am I? Can I do that?
Can a small, not incredibly strong goblin pick up a full plate armored dragonborn?
Oh.
I don't know.
Holding a dog.
That's the question. They probably weigh like 200 pounds or something.
Altogether, yeah. It's probably much more than you can handle.
I want to actually look up how much I can.
Yeah. You go for that, and I'll take Sean, what you're kind of mentally commanding the Quetzalcoatlus to do.
Well, how tall is Conic?
It's pretty big. Oh, Kelvin's Cairn, sorry, not
Yeah, sorry, Kelvin's Cairn.
yeah, Cair Conic was the town. Yeah. It would be nice for them to actually give the height of it.
The map makes it look like a glorified mountain that's actually a hill.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't think it is huge. It's probably like what's the one in Wales?
Snowdon.
Yeah, it's probably like Snowdon size. It's just a lot more threatening because it's covered in ice and
1,000 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, so just sort of
You want that in feet?
go around the camp and then
3,560 feet.
Bloody hell. Well, you were decent.
180 feet around.
You're a decent distance up from when the avalanche hit where you were. About halfway up. So as you kind of like fly up and get to sort of this area as you're passing by, you can see a steep snow-covered incline dotted with jagged rocks. And in particular, you can see quite clearly, lying face down in the snow, barely conscious, is a humanoid in blood-stained cold weather clothing.
Ooh.
I guess that's where we're going. I'll tell her to fly there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like a job for those of us who can heal.
Grimleg will help.
So as you kind of swoop down more towards him, Boy starts going absolutely crazy, like even more than when the Quetzalcoatl came up, and his tail begins like wagging like crazy, and he's just going "Burr, burr, burr," towards the figure on the ground.
Let's do it.
Are you gonna?
Well,
Can we go down yet? That's actually yelling from the dangling rope.
I mean, I've got the takeoff quite right so far, but I'm not quite sure how to land this thing.
No, you're kidding.
Do we just
We're
let go?
No, just point it into the
What do you mean? We can't let go. I'm tied.
I can let go.
Drop us all in the snow. Dum, 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 dum.
All in one line, just on top of
And
each
it-
other.
To
Do
the
aim for soft snow.
cartoon silhouettes, each one of our forms just.
Okay, I'll get him to fly really low and everyone just start running, and then hopefully we can just continue running.
Hashtag starts running on the spot.
I suppose Ophelia being the lowest one would be the first that hit ground, so I guess it's up to her whether she runs or just like planks into the snow.
Slides.
I suppose Ophelia's probably the strongest in the group as well, so maybe you could anchor us and just like we've got it.
Just holds onto the pterodactyl's feet and just holds it in place.
I'm pretty
mean-
strong. I could try.
It's only at 15 strength, you know?
I've got 19.
Yeah,
wow.
so.
Wow.
So what's the plan, Ophelia? As the
I'll try something.
Quetzalcoatlus is coming down, you're going to be the first one to touch ground. Are you going to go with the running plan or something else?
I guess we can hit the ground running. Mind you, we're all still tied together, aren't we? I don't know. I guess brace for impact.
Do me an athletics check. I want to see how well this goes down.
If before you take any bonuses or anything on that, is guidance? Oh no, it's touch. Never mind.
Yeah, you would only be able to really reach Fidvan or Grimleg at this stage. But Ophelia does it like a champ. As her foot's about to touch the floor, she just instantly steps and begins running. As Meep kind of like slowly starts to lower towards you.
Meep starts running, sees the ground.
I will guide Meep down.
Athletics check with advantage for Meep. What are you going to do with Boy as you're approaching?
That -4.
Um,
Oh,
I mean, I'm pretty strong as well. I can probably be holding him, can't I?
Oh, you want to just carry him, like, as you're setting down?
Well, at the moment, we're kind of like... I'm kind of near him anyway, aren't I? Because I scooped him, I got him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is he just on the road? Where is he at the moment? Am I holding him already?
Yeah, you've already got him, so you've got hold of him, but yeah, it's...
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna have to try and have him... Like, I'm gonna have to try holding him whilst I land.
Okay. Well, Meep fails and just, either with
Rolls.
Ophelia trying to guide him into the snow, he almost just like lawn darts into it.
hard
and
first.
will actually give Hassak disadvantage as he's like pulled towards it.
At least it's a soft landing, though.
And then Arya, you do an athletics check, though yours will just be at a straight roll as you're holding onto Boy as well.
Athletics check.
Yes, please.
Oh, actually, +6. Ooh.
Oh wow. The ladies are showing how to do it. So on the other side, Arya, just like Ophelia, just kind of like takes to it and is running pretty easily along the snow as the ground kind of comes up to you. And you just take it easy. Boy, on the other hand, starts like wiggling as if he wants to get out your grasp immediately. Hassak, on the other end, has a much worse time and instantly turns into a ball of snow as he starts to roll. And this is going to pull the other members off of the Quetzalcoatl as they land. So do me the three remainders, do me dexterity saving throws as you are pulled off.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, dice everywhere. Grimleg, kind of as he gets pulled, does a backflip and just lands steadily. Fidvan kind of trips a little and just sort of like slides along. Sean, on the other hand, just face plants the snow, just like flat out in the middle, and then gets dragged a little as Arya and Ophelia kind of carry on running a little bit with the momentum. The Quetzalcoatlus just sort of swoops up and kind of flies back into the air. But half the party is just on the floor. Boy leaps out of Arya's grasp and runs over to the body on the floor.
Grimleg will follow. I'm sure my companions are fine.
I think I might follow as well.
That's like a pile of snow.
I mean, we're still tied up. Like, we're all tied together, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can...
Yeah,
Somebody starts moving, Hassad just gets dragged out of the snow.
And then
Meep
Grimleg rolls his eyes and starts pulling people out.
Meep's still stuck as a lawn dart in the snow, falling first.
Oh no, where's Meep stuck?
Legs up.
Oh no, I have to go and save Meep.
His face is blind in the snow.
John will start by checking on anyone that had a hard landing as she did.
I think you need to check your face first.
Yeah, did we take any damage, or...?
No, I'm not going to say from that because it's snow as well. If you had failed a lot worse, then something pretty bad could have happened. Say jagged rocks. But yeah, Arya goes over to Meep and just like instantly kind of like scoops him up like an upside down baby and just pulls him out.
Meep.
And Hassak probably comes with him a bit because she picks him up so high,
yeah.
but Hassak's like dangling with the rope.
I'll just check if he's okay.
Immediately
Put him
cuts the
down near
rope.
Hassak.
Hassak immediately cuts the rope and goes, "Never again."
My rope! Come on, man!
We can find you another one.
I love
Never
Time,
again.
I'm with Hassak on this one. This was a very bad idea. Not entirely sure why I went along with it.
Almost hyperventilating at the top of a mountain. Where
Look,
there's no
I
oxygen.
had worse ideas, but, I had better ideas.
Citation
even was
needed
that
for
thing?
that last one.
Oh,
A bloody giant beast
was
just
our
comes
new
out of the sky
friend.
and picks us up. Was that you?
I
Well, I
think it
just
was...
thought
What?
that we could do with a new friend that would help us.
That was scary.
And one appeared.
It's the first time I've been snatched up the ground by a giant beast, and I don't want it to happen again.
Oh, it's happened to Grimleg before.
I didn't know whether to giggity that or not.
Anyway,
You have some interesting friends.
we'll all free ourselves with the rope and talk about how that beast, how Bird appeared when we rescued the dude,
Yeah,
the guy.
boy is barking like mad and dancing around this dude on the floor, and every now and then is like licking him.
Okay.
Right, we should go check on him.
Sniffing at.
Yeah, let's go over and wrap this guy up and get him out of the snow.
Are you? So who's doing what?
Hassan dusts himself off and starts wading through the snow to the body.
Yeah, Grimleg will get his healing kit out and stride forward as quick as he can.
I want to keep an eye out for whatever gave him those wounds.
Sure. So you're like actively keeping on watch out.
Yes.
I guess Hassak. Have you actually got a healer's kit?
Hassan has no healer's kit. He's
Not
just going to
Hassak,
see the body.
Sorry, Grimleg was the one that wanted to.
Yeah.
I think so. Hang on. Inventory. Yes, 10 charges.
And you can use that to heal, right? Or is that just stabilizing?
I think it's just stabilizing people, but yeah.
Just stabilizing unless you have the feat.
Yeah. But I do have some good medicine skill.
So as you get closer, you do realize that the guy is alive and is already stable, but very badly hurt.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll pull out my bedroll and lay it out and pull him out of the snow and get him on it. And be like, hey, I'm here to rescue you and then possibly rob you.
He is currently asleep, though you can tell he is breathing.
So is he just stable, not actually up, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it's like he's alive.
Is it worth me giving him a 1 point of lay on hands just to kind of
Get him conscious.
wake him up, and then, but if he's only got 1 point, if he turns out to be bad, then we can just knock him down easily.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, you can use lay on hands if you want. So you're only using 1 point.
I think I'm just going to start off with 1 point just to kind of get him up and see, kind of have a chat with him, see what's going on.
Boy seems to...
Sorry, go for it.
Boy seems to recognize him, and we were sent to find Boy's owner, who hadn't come back from here.
Yeah, I'll give him a lay on hand then for now. I'll give him a point for now.
You put your...
I don't know. I'll up it if he's... once we know who he is. That.
Putting a scaly dragon hand on him. There's a soft glow, and his wounds kind of almost like knit together, but they don't look like fully healed. They're just kind of like almost scabbed over, so they're not actively bleeding. His eyes kind of like flutter awake, and Boy instantly kind of like not quite pounces on him, but his paws go around his shoulders and starts licking his face, and he goes, hello there. I seem to have passed out. He looks exhausted. There's just like snow. He's kind of got like a rough-looking beard, snow all in his, caked in the beard itself. But yeah, he looks exhausted, like he's been out here a while without proper sleep. But he looks up at you and just kind of goes, saviors, I see. Someone sent a search party. How did Boy get out of his leash? And he kind of like pushes the dog down into a sitting position and sort of like ruffles in his fur.
You, sir, are very lucky he did.
I'll scratch my head and think back to the harnesses, actually. How did he get out of the leash?
Yeah.
Thinking back, like, it seemed like Boy was the lead dog of the group of sled dogs, and the front bit just looked like it would completely snapped off. Some chewing may have helped.
Oh, I'll be like, count yourself lucky. He's so smart. He chewed his way out of the weakened lead.
Well, he's always been a very protective dog, haven't you, Boy? And he's like, Boy's almost like whimpering with excitement, but behaving himself now that this guy seems to have him under control and stroking him. So,
Best boy.
He found you near the mountain and brought you here?
No, he ran all the way back to your home.
Oh. You talked to my husband? Is he okay? I suppose he's worried. I don't even know how long I've been out here.
How long has he been out here now?
From when Boy arrived, it's probably been 2 days.
Oh. It's been 2 days, more or less.
Well,
So,
Any longer and you might have frozen to death.
since the dog arrived, might be more like 3 days.
oh yeah.
Oh.
We would have got here sooner, but we found very interesting things on the way.
Okay, I guess, but thank you for coming all this way. It's a bit of a trek. Are you locals?
Why are you
Are
asking?
you local?
I'm local to Icewind Dale, but I have to say these past few months or weeks have challenged me more than anything else. Nearly my past 20 years. Are you local?
Meow.
We're a local
Sorry.
shop for local people.
But boys turned into a cat apparently.
I know, sorry.
No problem.
Fine. I don't know how to.
It's okay.
And I'm not talking on mute because otherwise she'll just be wailing.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, oh well, yes, I've been here a little while. I bring people to the mountain if they want as a guide, or take them around Icewind Dale in general. This group of adventurers, I think they're still alive. They were up in the cavern further up. We got mauled. Or well, I did a bit by a yeti. Seems we disturbed a nest of them.
Oh,
Well, we found you. Let's get going. That was our job.
Did I get
You know to fight a yeti.
Did I get a perception check from Fidvan, by the way?
No, I don't think you called for one, and if you did, I missed it. But
Sorry.
I'll give you one now.
It's probably my fault.
Oh.
the dice just disappeared into the cave.
Mm.
That was crazy.
It's an omen.
Fidvan, as this conversation's going on, you kind of like at first hear this soft padding sort of sound in the distance, just through like the snow. It's almost muffled to the point where most people wouldn't be able to hear it unless you were listening out for something. It sounds kind of large, but as you look out, and on a ledge not very far from you, you kind of like start to see this large feline face appear. And that's not just because the Luna was meowing. This is actually in the story. But yeah, there's this large white feline face just kind of staring down at all of you.
Before the universe starts going forward again, did he say that he was with someone else and they abandoned him?
Group of adventurers.
Yeah, I brought a group of adventurers up here. They're in a cave further up.
What were you looking for?
I see. Well, I don't know if I should warn you now, like before the conversation continues.
Yeah, don't make time going forward. Don't make time.
Yeah,
forward.
time is not going forward yet. I'll just use my telepathic thing again to say, is anyone aware of big snow felines, and if they are hostile?
Grimlag immediately whips his blades out. Just goes, wait.
Would I know anything about these at all?
Yeah, if he points it out, can we see it? Can we make it out?
So
I'll point it out to whoever is looking.
You've pointed out giant white cats.
Can the stream see that? I'll talk so it moves up.
Quick.
Yeah, I don't think they can yet.
So Arya, Ophelia, and Hassak, being locals here enough for the time, they would recognize these things as hunters of men, as they're colloquially called. They are crag cats, and if they seek, if they see any kind of chance to take something down that's a bit injured or whatnot, they will go for it. They're pretty big, and they can be quite ferocious. The party as it is might not be able to stand an attack right now, especially your injured guy, which they'll probably go for straight away.
I'm going to immediately just stand in front of the injured guy, boys, owner. Just immediately stand in front and then just relay to the others kind of what the creatures are.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I've heard of those.
they can be intimidated then. Get back! I just
Report
jab
not to show
my.
them weakness.
I jab at them.
Are you trying to intimidate them?
Sure.
I got intimidation.
Huh. Just giving
That's
the
not
impression
terrible.
of you could probably eat me, but I would puncture you.
Can I do the same, Tom?
Yeah, sure. If you want to do like some kind of intimidation check against them.
I'll just ready my action to shoot if it actually like lunges at someone.
The cats don't seem particularly perturbed as it. Mute
Its fur goes up on end.
takes the posture you're supposed to. Is it bears where you're supposed to just like look as big as possible, or is that something else? Just,
Yeah,
like,
black bears.
arms out. and
He's
it's just
standing like a cowboy right now. His arms wide, his legs wide.
You know when sloths stand up on their hind legs and they have their arms
they
out?
hold their arms up. Bring it. T-pose. Yeah, the cats don't seem too intimidating. And I say cats because there's definitely two of them at this point. One going around one way of the cliff and the other going the other way, sort of surrounding you.
They're planning to attack.
Well then, let's attack them first. I'm gonna pull my bow out.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I like that idea.
I don't know if that's the best option right now. Maybe we should head up to the cave. If we get up far enough, they won't follow us any further.
Oh, well, you know these mountains. Okay. Come on, then. I start pulling my bedroll with him as like a
Sled.
Yeah.
I'll be more useful if I just keep an eye out and shoot if they attack. So I'll
Asak takes point with Fedvan and draws his wand out.
And you're just kind of like backing up. Are you going slowly or at any given speed?
Quite quickly, I imagine.
Yeah, as fast
No,
as
no,
I
no.
can. No, slowly.
You have to keep an eye on them. Don't run because they'll kill you. Don't fight because they'll kill you. Don't look away because they'll kill you. Keep an eye on them and back away slowly.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
That's a Metro reference.
Yes. It's the librarians.
Asa's got hand free and wand drawn and just stepping back with Fedvan.
There's just like half the party just walking backwards, weapons drawn.
Yeah.
Boy's kind of like running alongside Grimleg, just bounding around you every now and then as you're dragging the guy on his sort of bed sled. But the cats carry on stalking you from a distance until you kind of get to what looks like a cliffy sort of area. So you've sort of like come round and you're now more up here. But this part does look like you might have to start climbing, like as a zigzag kind of pattern. You're going to do this Skyrim style to get up to the top of the mountain.
I'll pull out my pack of pitons and hammer and stuff. And be like, well, looks like we have to tie each other to the ropes again.
Is our companion going to be able to climb?
I don't know, can you climb?
I'm pretty out of shape right now. I'm still pretty injured. If I was feeling a bit better, maybe, but I don't think I'm in the shape to do it right now.
I look at Arya and I'm just like...
Oh, wait. Is Sean cure
Anymore?
woundsing anyway?
What you mean? Oh, hang on. Oh, stop it. Sorry, say that again.
The cat's
Yeah.
just interfering. But yeah, Sean cure wounds did.
So that's...
Oh. Do you want some more cure wounds? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Or lay on hands.
Or
Basically
lay
just
on
heal-
hands.
Not casting
Then, yeah.
modifier?
Yeah, I've got some lay on hands left, so you're welcome to have the rest of it. Who else is injured? Is it just you at the moment?
Just
this is for the guy.
Yeah, just the
Oh, for the
guy.
guy, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll give him the
So that he
I'll give him
can-
the rest of the lay on hands. That's absolutely fine.
How much
So he
have you
can
got
climb.
left?
Probably 9, I think you have.
Oh, yeah,
Let
'cause
me just check.
It's 5 per level, isn't it? So if you've given him one already,
Yeah, so I've got 9 left.
he
I
only
would
needs
Save some if you want.
he only needs 4 to be up to full, but that should put him in enough of a good shape that you'll be able to climb. Okay,
Is
so
that including their cure wounds as well?
yes, that's including the cure wounds.
Okay, 8 total.
So
So
you got 5 points left.
you both like slap him from either side of his face and heal him back up to 4. Is there any difference between how Sean heals and Arya uses her healing magic?
I'd say mine's definitely like a silvery sort of wisp, kind of cold sort of look to it.
Yeah, it's
A
kind
bit
of got
like
that
Elsa.
that mist, kind of like frostiness to it. Yeah, okay, that's cool. How
I
about
think Sean's is the complete opposite. It's like radiant sunshine.
just a beam of light blasts him in the face? Yeah, that's cool. It's almost like, yeah, or like for a second, it looks like Sean's got the whole traditional halo where it looks like the sun's just like behind her shoulders as she just heals this dude up. Looking much better, but still quite tired. He stands up and he goes, "Yes, okay, I can climb now. Lead the way, little man."
Name's Grimleg. I'm the future ruler of all these lands.
Okay, future ruler. Then the name's Garrett.
I'll just turn to him and say, "You'll get used to him."
Maybe. Anyway, my name's Garrett Velrin.
Garrett Valrin. We will be expecting a reward when we're all safe.
Oh, yes.
If you want to give your dog away, you feel free. I'll accept that.
Boy is one of my best, but I suppose for saving my life, we could part with him.
No dog owner would give up their dog even if it was their life.
Wait. That's a little sus.
Yes, you may murder me for the dog.
Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose I'll start hammering in the pitons and stuff and start making our way up.
So you do an athletics. Athletics check with advantage because you've got the gear for it. And if you lead the way, you can help. Well, the other guys won't have to make the checks.
If they attach, they should be able to use my gear too, I think. Well, someone else has one. I don't know how far all my pitons go. But I think, I don't know, at least 2 people, probably?
A few extra patterns if needed as well. So,
yeah.
to be exact.
Oh, that is literally just enough. So you're not quite used to the frosty environments, and you tap your piton in what you think is far enough, and then it like comes loose as you're trying to attach to it, and like, oh shit. You have to tap it in even further, and then you start to kind of get the hang of it as you're going up, and you make it up this first bit, and then the rest of the party can use the rope and pitons that you've laid out to sort of make their way. But you've still
That's good. It's there, but I wouldn't trust it too much.
Making my way up.
So you've still got another part to go. So as they kind of like come onto this part, gather for a little bit, you'll have to do another one to get up further. So do me another one, athletics check, advantage.
This time, let's try it. Oh, come on, man! You see that?
So this time it seems like it's the weather is a bit too much for you at this stage. And it takes you an hour and you don't make any progress whatsoever. Like tapping the piton in, and then it like cracks back out because the ice just kind of shatters around it.
This area's no good. How far up am I trying to go?
Level of exhaustion.
No, I was able to say I have a thing. Maybe I could have. Oh well. Level of exhaustion?
Yep.
Really?
As you're 3/4 of the way up a mountain, trying to clamber up this thing, and you've just kind of wasted your time trying to get up this one place.
Because I was thinking, if it wasn't working, if where I needed to go was like within 30 or 60 feet.
Oh no, it's further than that.
Oh, okay. Well, it did I succeed at the end, or is it just not working?
No, you know, it's not worked.
Grimleg is tired. It's time for subordinates to do his thing for him. He sits down on the floor a bit dejected, just like. And then I like hold out the pittance to Ophelia. It's like, you stronger. Why don't you do it?
How high up is the cliff that we're trying to climb?
It's probably around 100 foot more up.
I'm pretty strong. Mine's 18, so I could probably give it a go.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Okay, I'll take it off Grimleg.
Yeah, I want them back after, though, okay?
Okay. Would you give them back?
I have a little idea if you want to hear it.
I had to scratch my head thinking about that one. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I could turn Meepim into a bird, and he could fly up with a rope.
Wait,
Ooh.
where is Quetzalcoatlus?
You know, that's the point.
Hang on a minute. Tom, when do I get my steed?
Oh, I don't think you can use that spell until you've got
Level.
5th level. There you go.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? All right, okay.
Uh-huh. Second level spell.
Okay.
Yeah, Quetzalcoatlus will still be like circling the area.
That's for an hour, right?
Yeah.
Well,
the
actually,
Quetzalcoatlus grab the
Carry us up
cats
one by
and throw
one.
them away.
it would have gone by now then, because you took nearly an hour trying to climb this thing and failing.
Oh.
What?
Wow.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
we could try
Can
to
someone
make-
else
Right.
use the equipment or find some other way up?
I mean, could I literally go to the top, create like and then with the rope pull people up, because I think I'm strong enough to pull most people up.
well, Grimleg did form the pathway up to get to that point. It's just this next bit that's causing him issues. But if someone that is a bit stronger,
Well,
maybe.
I could probably walk to the top, and then try and pull people up with the rope.
Yeah, it would be athletics check. If you're using the stuff, it'll be at advantage.
They're just saying
Yeah,
we should,
I'll be using
use
the stuff
Grimleg's
and
thing.
I'm proficient as well.
we should probably be a little more hasty about it, as those crag cats will be on our tail pretty soon.
Okay.
I'll even give
Cool.
you a guidance as you walk past as well.
Cool.
So divine guidance for an extra d4.
Cats are just at the bottom of the cliff, just clicking their fingers.
If I use the stuff, I can be at advantage plus guidance.
Oh shit!
They're
Yeah.
passing switchblades. They're passing switchblades from hand to hand.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll try to do that.
It's like one of those butterfly knives where they just do the.
Yeah. Just like, we'll be here when you fall. Be careful now.
Hey guys, watch out for them cats up that mountain.
Be like, it's all right there, Freddy. They'll fall eventually.
Yeah,
And we do, we'll stick 'em.
so athletics check at advantage with an extra d4. I think there's a tick box for guidance, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh, what is that?
Oh,
Extra d4.
and yeah,
There is a tick box for guidance, but I completely forgot to do it, so I'll just roll d4 now.
yeah. Well, you can click on the box in guidance. It has a d4 available if you click on
for
it.
Guidance. Oh, where's the box that says
Oh, yeah.
guidance?
In,
On the chat.
in the chat, Sean's put it in.
Ooh.
It says the target
Yeah.
can roll out box.
Oh yeah.
d4.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Dirty 20. Arya makes a bit better time of it. I guess being more used to this environment than Grimleg is. Like a powerhouse, rope around her. She's just batting in pittons and wrapping it around, and makes good headway and gets to the next ledge. Just one more to go. The rest of the party climbs up safely. Grimleg and your new friend, what was his name again? Oh, Garrett. Kind of taking the back as they both look quite tired.
Grimleg is exhausted himself early.
Imagine Hashtag doesn't really climb, he just gets dragged up.
by the rope. It's Meep's on the other end, just like like some kind of badass, just leaping his way up, carrying him. Okay, so you've got to the next level. There's just one more to go.
Okay.
Same
Shall we
plan,
do the same
or
again?
Yeah, I'm happy to do the same again. I like being dragged up mountains.
I'm pretty sure there's a website for that.
Can I check? Can I do any checks? You know how you can check for traps? Can you do any checks to see if anything's kind of like just waiting at the top?
You want to borrow my ears?
Borrow your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he means he could just do a perception check, or
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe if I hang on to your neck,
Okay.
then you climb. I'll check. I'll listen on the way, okay?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our perception's not very good, so.
Mine is pretty good.
So okay. Yes, I'll accept. Can we roll? Do I roll perception now then, or?
well, you could do your climb checks. And
Okay.
I keep going to call him Hassak. Grimleg. I'm being sizist, aren't I? Because they're both small.
Yeah.
Yep.
And have two syllable names.
What's it with these sizes, DMs?
Yeah.
Grimleg. Oh, holy shit.
Mine's. Oh, I just realized. Mine's going to be at disadvantage because.
Oh, yeah, exhaustion. So roll another one. I mean, that one's not bad. Oh,
Still decent.
it's still pretty good. Grimleg, your goblin ear is just kind of like pricking up and listening out for anything up above. You don't seem to hear anything as Arya steadily makes her way up. This time she seems to be proper in her element, and it's like one of those steroid junkie montage videos of them doing like the what was it? The one they used to do on Arrow all the time, where he was doing the ladder thing up.
Muscle ups.
Yeah, where he's just like lifting himself up and further and further up. Yeah, she's like that, just badass, just like all the way up. Throws the rope down and then just starts pulling everybody up mega quick, and you make it up to the final bit.
As we're traveling, I'm just like, I was thinking about what you said and whether I would give the tools back afterwards. If it was you, I'd probably give them back. But don't overthink it.
Thank you, Grimleg. I'll just have like this sort of kind of not a smug look, but just a bit like a he's coming round.
Pete, as a bonus, since images may be getting drawn anyway, what if the sub bonus is drawing Arya and Grimleg as the episode 5 Yoda on Luke's back?
We've got to get the pterodactyl in there at some point.
Yeah, pterodactyl in the background.
The whole party.
Pterodactyl just going, "Hey guys, I could have been a lot of help." But no.
As it fades away into the distance, you wasted me.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I mean, he did save our lives, so not a complete waste.
I like to think it never just disappeared. It just decided to fly off. It's like, my hour's done. I'm going back home to chult further down the coast.
It just clocked out.
Yeah.
He goes off and starts trying to attack the dogs. He's like, I'll take you back.
There's no dogs or axe beaks left.
That would be very mean of somebody if they did that, wouldn't it? Anyway, so you get to the top of the cliff that you've been climbing, and we'll probably take a little break after this. Up ahead, on your left, is a 15-foot high, 10-foot wide cave mouth. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave entrance.
I
I'll
put my
find
head
a
in-
shelter. Screw the blood.
Oh,
Hassak's just like, yay!
I
I
just
don't
look at everyone and I'm making the shh motion, you know.
Now we want to be not seen by whatever did that.
Can I do a nature check or something to check to see if I know what it was? Considering would it be something I'm familiar with?
You know, I'm curious. Did Garrett fall down that mountain?
Damn.
No, it sounds like they abandoned him and kept going up.
I mean, I don't. I thought they'd maybe found what was ever in there and it chased them out. And he was maybe the one that got out.
Well, if you would like me to if you would like me to explain whilst I'm right beside you, we were making our way into said cave. The adventurers kind of went ahead and were going inside when suddenly this giant yeti appeared out of the snowdrift just there, and he points to a part just next to the cave. Got me straight on the shoulder and tore into me. The others ran into the cave and kind of scared it off. Well, not scared it, but lured it away that direction. And I tried to make it backwards and, well, kind of fell down the cliffs that we just came up. Obviously didn't get particularly far because that's where you found me.
I mean, you're lucky those cats didn't eat you.
Very true. They'd probably have got me if it wasn't for you guys. I do really owe you my life. But the three that are in there, there's a Goliath, a halfling, and a tiefling. So we need to save those three. Hopefully they're still in there.
What did you what?
Oh, go, you first. You first.
Oh, what did you come up here for? What was the agenda?
Well, the group, I believe, were trying to seek out the silver dragon, the white dragon's treasure. A bit of a fool's errand. I don't believe I've ever seen the dragon actually come up here. So when they saw the cave, they believed it was where the dragon would have hidden some of its hoard. But as you can see, and he points at the cave, it's definitely not big enough for such a large beast. Well, if you've seen it.
Are you thinking it's maybe a Yeti-sized cave?
Well, definitely. If the Yeti attacked straight outside, it could be where they're holed up.
Well, it seems like a smart idea to run into its home.
Well, it was behind them, so they didn't have particularly much choice. Would have been nice of them to help me out, though.
Are you particularly attached to these companions of yours? Should we really risk going in there for them?
I wouldn't say attached, but they did owe me some money. I mean, the Goliath, who called himself Growling Bear, Mockingo Akanathi was his real name, but Growling Bear was what he liked to go by. He was searching for some kind of crazy bear creature that's the Goliaths believe in. They believe if you take it down, it's
some of them. Some of the a werebear or something, right?
Yeah, something along those lines. It had a crazy name that I don't think I could repronounce myself. But yeah, he believed maybe that was in there, but treasure's probably more impressive than a giant werebear, wouldn't you think?
Oh, it depends on your, what you're into.
Wait, what?
Ambulate arrows. I'm not too sure what that's supposed to mean.
Make travel.
Sure, just no fire involved.
I believe the werebear was called Oyamanatuk.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, Oyamanatuk.
Ooh, that's right. Forgot about that.
Are we strong enough to fight Oyamanatuk?
I wouldn't. No. What? No.
I don't think so, but
we shouldn't even be up here on top of a mountain.
We probably shouldn't.
Should be in hot home, sitting in my chair, smoking away, reading a book.
Oh.
Well, mentioning smoking, before you decide whether to go in said cave or just jump down a mountain, we will take a little tea smoke break, I guess, because Pete's a dirty.
It's not just me now.
Well,
SX32.
Hasak's a dirty pipe smoker. You all just sit down, and Hasak pulls out his pipe, and that's just what you do for about 10 minutes.
Grimleg also pulls out his, and he's like, he just sits up next to Hasak, and it's just like,
He offers the crag cats who've stocked up at this point and offers them a toke.
"Oh, I got my pipe now. You know, when we are like researching rich people to steal from, rich people often smoke like this. Are you rich at home?"
That's a really complicated question. Maybe save it for not being at the top of a mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try smoking.
You're gonna try, or you're gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna do it.
That's the spirit.
Just do it. Just do it.
Now that he just kind of takes a little flint and tinder and lights his smoke.
I try and do it, and I may need to. He's not actually done this, but it's something rich people do, so he wants to do it.
Sets
He
his,
sparks Grimleg's pipe just for
sets his nose hair on fire. Okay. The short people have a smoke. Meat probably sits there and pretends to have a pipe in his hand.
No, Meep has a pipe.
Meep has a pipe, of course he does.
It's rabbit nip.
So there's the three short beings sit down and start smoking. I'm guessing Fidvan probably takes out his notebook and starts scribbling down some stuff about it. Whilst the ladies are all like, geez, guys, what the fuck?
It's like, maybe that's why they're short.
Stunted growth from smoking too much.
No, in the wizard writings, it is shown that smoking does inhibit some growth hormones. You know, there's been a lot of research done on it. You should check out some of the Waterdeep Academy notes on it. It was quite interesting through my second academy year.
And
it's good.
On that note, don't do drugs, kids. It's not cool as much as Pete will tell you. But we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yes.
See you soon. Yes.
Before you do that.
Luckily, that was the beginning of it. Before you do, nah, and then a raven appears on screen.
Oh.
Caca.
Grimleg with an Ozzy Osbourne like.
Nah. So, just before we disappeared, you have found a cave, and you're going to explore said cave. I'd also like to point out to Emily whilst we're on the screen, this is definitely a raven because she's got fluffy neck.
Right.
Floofer.
Yeah. Ravens have the fluffy.
Yeah, I still can't decide what those were.
I'm pretty sure in Spanish we just have a single word for both of them, so...
That's just rude. They are different creatures. How dare you compare all black creatures to be the same? So, you are staring at the mouth of this cave.
Yeah, they are the same in Spanish.
Grimleg's going stealthily.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, considering we know of Yetis around here.
I'm terrible at stealth.
That sack takes the rear.
So
we should get Boy to guard the guy outside.
Bar?
Yeah, you stay with your master.
Bar?
Stay with him.
Bar.
Yeah.
By the way, the attempt to take Boy didn't succeed, right? I wasn't paying attention, but...
What did?
The attempt to steal Boy from this guy.
Well, I don't know. It's still up in the air, really.
I mean,
no, it's not. I'm not taking that man's dog.
He seems upset about going like separate ways with his favorite dog, but for saving his life, he'd probably give anything. But anyway,
I mean, I'll accept other types of payment.
The cave itself is definitely not a dragon cave because it's about 20 foot high.
Ah.
Or
it's not too late.
Perhaps dragons have squishing capabilities.
You know, this is one of those weird options where you go in the cave and maybe it's warm, but you could possibly die, or you stay outside where you might not die, but you could still possibly die.
Yeah. You just have to decide how you would like to possibly die.
Look, we're all
Rather
going
not
to
be mauled by a yeti.
we're all going to die eventually, so why not just go in the cave?
Where's that strange voice?
Some,
Meep?
some call me Asmodeus. No. But yeah, it's 20 foot high, so you'd really highly doubt that the giant dragon that's been known to fly around here could fit into this cave. As you look in, you can see to your left, it's this like chasm kind of bit like that cuts through. This kind of bit looks like a very fragile looking icy bridge, whereas this looks like completely compacted, solid ice. With like stone and stuff underneath it.
Did we all, are we stealthing?
I have a question. Can Hasek make a kind of check to kind of know or try to know what kind of things Yetis like to keep, like loot-wise, I guess?
Yeah, if you do a nature check, we could figure that out.
A nature check? Hasek doesn't know anything about nature. See?
Oof.
No idea. They're pretty savage. They like eating people.
I think the only thing we're going to find in here is bones.
That's just ignore this part. Don't pay attention to this bit up here at all. That's
I forgot about that bit.
But yeah,
I'm
this
like zoomed right in.
this bit here. So as you can see with your special eyes, this is an icy shelf that's only like a foot thick before it goes straight into the chasm. So you're pretty certain anything too heavy is not gonna go very well over that.
Well, I could probably pass over, but maybe not.
He looks towards Arya.
This goes maybe the other way.
I'm with me.
I'm
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just not going in front.
I'm taking up the
happy
rear.
to go in front. I don't mind.
Yeah. So I'm like front, and then
So
area front.
Grimleg is stealthing ahead.
Yeah.
He's brave leader.
Hasek's waiting for the rest of the party to move before
Yeah,
moving in.
I'm doing the same.
So when you get to that bit, you can definitely see there's it actually narrows here as well, so it goes down from 20 foot to 10 foot in this section, and there are bones everywhere, and bits of flesh still clinging to some of them.
Do they seem fresh?
You can see kind of like, yes, relatively fresh. There seems to be other bits of bones, like there's skulls and bones of what seem to be goats, but there's a body here that's definitely humanoid. The bones are absolutely everywhere. There's bits of torn, what looks like hide armor. There is a great axe just lying on the floor.
I'll pick that up and pass that to Ophelia.
And in the wall, kind of like on this... Oh, where's my moves? On this side, you can see this head with lolled back eyes just kind of like sticking out. Like parts of the shoulder are still attached, but it looks relatively gnawed on. It's quite a large face and covered in... It's like grey skin, but with like black markings all over it.
Oh,
As I draws his wand.
would Grimleg
Yeah,
know that's,
I'm not gonna narrow.
does Grimleg know that that's a Goliath?
Would Grimleg have ever seen it? Oh yeah, he did actually.
We have.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have seen one in the story, so yes. You would
yeah.
know that is a Goliath.
Well, we found the Goliath adventurer.
Yeah, this is exactly kind of what I thought.
Oh, by the way, that great axe you got, Nat, is it Noise?
Yeah,
What's it look
Arya,
like?
Shan, he's coming.
Is it nice?
It seems like a normal kind of great axe. It's nothing special.
Ah,
She just nods. She goes, "It'll cut."
Grimleg nods approvingly.
How many companions did he say he had?
There were 3,
There were
not
3.
including him.
He mentioned a Goliath, a halfling, and a tiefling.
And we just found the bones of only the Goliath, right?
Yeah, there's just bones of one humanoid here, and that one head. Though, glancing around, there are 7 other of these niches where heads are stored, but most of the other heads are a lot older, kind of more mummified. Although one of them, which seems a lot more fresh, appears to be a dwarf.
Oh. Are there any other interesting belongings around here?
Just a little callback to a previous episode.
He's a dwarf in a hole.
I am a dwarf and my head's in a hole.
A yeti hole. Yeti hole.
But yeah, any other cool belongings?
That's all you can see. There would have been armor, but it's absolutely ripped to shreds.
Didn't
Also,
really protect him much, did it?
did Hassak ask if Arya and Sean were following?
Yeah,
Yeah, they seem to be hanging back.
yeah. You guys not coming in?
No, follow. Wherever Master Grimneck goes, I shall go.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
I didn't know what that noise was at first. It was a bit... God. Yeah, there's nothing else particularly here. It mostly seems like they just kind of scatter the bones here. Store heads.
Maybe the halfling managed to hide?
Let's have a look.
I'm not really betting on it. Looking at the bones and the half-eaten body, and I thought like Goliaths were supposed to have like flesh as tough as stone, and look at him.
Can I poke at his flesh, see if it's the stuff of stone?
Hassak and Fedvan lean in closer together and be like, "Okay."
They're still flesh and blood.
No, I understand. I just mean, like, did they have like an extra couple of layers of skin just to make it tougher? You know, it's curious.
Well, this is
Probably
certainly
not.
quite strong muscle.
Did you want to do a medicine check to see if...
Sure.
Yes, I will also do one, even though he's not trained.
I'm not either.
Oof. Hassak probably knows that he's telling an absolute lie. They're known like as the mountain people, and kind of it's joked about their hearts and their skin being tough as rock, but it's not true.
No, it just seems as soft as mine.
Hmm.
Well, I guess all
Okay.
those stories have some folktales to them then.
This would have been quite a fearsome specimen in life,
I'm
despite
sure.
not being hard as stone.
Can we investigate it after we... God!
What is this?
Oh,
So,
God.
looking into
Grimleg
the
shouts out and Hassak snaps up.
looking into this tunnel, Grimleg, you can see like this kind of bit that you're stood right in front of. It's not really like steps. It kind of is more like a slope that's sort of dinted as it goes down, and the cave kind of goes back up again to around 15 to 20 foot in places. So it opens up a bit more here, and then this part over here actually. Why is it never been? There we go. This bit actually drops down about
okay.
10 foot. So it kind of goes down 10 foot into this little area here.
Ah.
But inside the cave, there is a strange sight. You can see this little guy seems to be toying around with some kind of fetal position person curled up on the floor of small size, kind of giving off the odd little squeak, sort of knocking her around as if she's like a ball. This looks like a small version of the horror stories you've heard about Yetis. Not too threatening, but over here
Oh god.
Yeah.
is a full-sized big beast of a Yeti. Kind of just sat there scratching its stomach like a gorilla.
Seems like
aware
the halfling is still alive.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Peek over here. He's playing with him.
As that kind of moves into their spaces, because he can, mechanically. And
Yeah.
then looks around the corner and peers and just goes white and then steps back. He'd rather not die.
Grimleg has an idea.
I mean,
Grimleg
Have they noticed us?
will do his idea, but Grimleg needs to read a thing.
it is perfectly natural for predators to kill and eat their prey. Maybe we shouldn't interfere.
Wait, Grimlock has a plan.
I mean, we should probably try and save her, but I don't think we should hang around for a fight.
Let me see. So, what's the range? Range. Doesn't say. Oh, for goodness sake.
Range and what?
Oh, 60 feet. An action, concentration. Spot within range. I don't have to see it, apparently. Grimleg will bong his clock. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Grimleg pulls a feather out of his jacket, and he waves it holding it in a finger and thumb. He waves it in a way of a spell. And I'm trying to put the spell in the chat. How to do it?
Should just be able to click on the
there
left-hand
we go.
side, I think.
And
Ooh.
he'll put it.
Okay.
So it's taking it's taking the appearance of a small band of goblins who have just climbed up here and are waving little weapons threateningly towards the baby.
So in this cube, that's where they're coming from. Okay.
I love illusion magic.
And we're trying to get the attention of
So the goblins.
Can I
Oh, go on.
actually? Yeah. Keep going.
I was just going to say the goblins appear, like a band of goblins just appear out of nowhere, climbing up the thing, and brandishing all sorts of rusty-looking weapons and armor. Begin
Making no noise.
proceeding into the cave.
Yeah.
they're like pulling tongues. Some of them are mooning.
I was going to say they're doing that classic anime thing of pulling one eyelid down and sticking their tongue out, which I still don't really understand why that's the thing.
Yeah. I don't know either. I just wanted to telepathically tell the halfling to run as soon as there's an opening, but there doesn't seem to be one yet.
The little Yeti, after batting around the poor little halfling a bit more, suddenly looks up and sees all the goblins and just kind of gives off a kind of noise. Big mama bear over here, seeing this, kind of like looks around And
Excuse me. Haha.
what is your? It doesn't say there, does it?
My DC is Wisdom, so it is 13.
Oof. She begins roaring at these things and charges this way. The little yeti, also kind of imitating Mother, gives off a little "Roar" and kind of charges this way as well at them.
So as they charge, I want to move it down this corridor.
Okay, so they're kind of like running away.
Yeah.
This is how we get stuck because they end up in the entrance.
I don't know how to move my cube.
Clube.
How do you do that?
Clube. You've got to be on the measurement stick one, and it's the top bit that's like the little rectangle thing. Then you can click on it and start moving it.
Yeah, I'll have it travel down here. My plan is to have it go across the ice bridge, lowering the mama to its death. But at the same time, I hope to sneak and grab the baby after the mama's fallen down.
Oh God.
Well, that's risky as shit.
How much can you move the actual thing? It doesn't really say.
So it's going to move over.
Within range, but I don't have to see it apparently.
That's if Grimlight goes in, Asai's going to see the opening and run straight up to the halfling person and just kind of shake them and be like, "Let's go, move, quick, no, move, quick, no, go."
Ophelia's not happy, but she'll run after.
Yeah, you see the very frightened looking halfling look up at you, and then her face kind of like melts and she begins like tearing up and stuff.
No, we ain't got time for that crying shit. Move.
So the little yeti, kind of hearing this, turns around and sees all you and looks kind of like freaked out, but the mother is too busy charging after the illusory goblins. I don't know if Arya actually followed the rest of you round, but Meep might see this as these...
Meep just, I imagine, sees the thing and just over the other side, he sees a bunch of goblins charging at me and goes,
Yeah.
Does Meep know it's real? I'm going to see.
Yeah, go on, do the...
Meep
Oh yeah, Meep. Oh shit,
doesn't.
no.
Meep runs. Meep is like, me! And starts running. And he starts running up and frantically going, me.
So nobody probably sees this, but there is just this deafening bellows as the Yeti runs out of the room following the goblins. And then there's just a loud shatter and a roar as it disappears.
Oh no!
Woo!
Oh no, poor baby.
Yeah.
Snatch is the baby.
I'm not gonna lie, I did think about that.
Like we'll acquire a yeti.
Or a big creature.
Plus dead.
Nice.
Oh,
fuck
do you
it up.
plan to adopt every animal we come across?
Yes.
Do me a grapple check then.
Hot.
Why are you grappling your baby? Be nice to the baby.
Grappling the baby.
Don't
Oh,
grapple
jeez.
the baby.
Oh, but match for strength.
We just lock fingers and we're like,
Yeah, it resists you grabbing it. You are literally the same size, but it's just like batting your hands away, just going "Ree, ree," and starts trying to get away again. And it just like
It's strong. Help me.
Can I try and entice it?
hops down there. You can try. What you're going to entice it with? What the hell is going on with those noises?
Probably just a ration pack. Some food.
Animal handling check with disadvantage because it's freaking out.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Well, that was
At,
me.
at this point, ending its suffering might be the most merciful thing to do. We don't know if it will need its mother.
Holy fuck.
Grimleg will be its mother.
I don't believe you have the necessary mammary glands.
Meanwhile, the party's obsessing over a baby yeti as X going to look through this other pile of bones.
Yeah.
Do me. So the halfling that you've saved is kind of like ran over here, and I guess goes towards Arya and Sean, sort of stumbling along. She looks really cold and a bit battered. So you do me an investigation check as you're rummaging through bones. A 14. Okay, you, after pulling out quite a bit of snow and several different types of bones, find a whole what the hell is that noise? A whole dog sled, an explorer's pack, and a mess kit. Yeah. I don't really know what you're going to do with the dog sled. How it kind of got
He
buried.
turns around and looks at Meep.
And now we're going to have that weird scene from The Hobbit where there's a rabbit sled.
Yeah. Radagast.
Is there any sign of tieflings / tiefling bones?
That's what I was kind of looking for. I was like, is there any tiefling,
No.
like a skull with horns on it, or
The majority of the bone, like the only skull with horns on it you find is definitely a goat skull.
that's that kind of takes the goat skull because it looks cool.
All of these other bones over here seem to be animals rather than human or humanoid.
I don't see any tiefling.
Maybe
Maybe
the
that's
halfling we just helped will know.
Perhaps, but I imagine they're a bit in shock just now. So let's wait for them to calm down a bit.
I'm gonna move the illusion to try and scare the yeti towards me.
Oh dear. You know what? Let's just leave Grimleg to that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be a good idea too.
Yeah.
The illusionary goblins are like freaky ghosts, just glide across the shattered bridge and charge at the yeti. Screaming in terror, it just like launches itself at the floor and curls up into a ball, expecting to get slaughtered and eaten for goblin tea.
Grimleg will pick it up and wrap it in his cloak.
Do me another grapple check.
It seems to understand its place in the food chain right now.
That's like sitting on the edge of the cliff with his feet dangling off.
I forgot I have disadvantage.
Yeti. Yeti strong. And then it begins trying to run back into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna take a different tack. I pull out my bone whistle and I get out of the meaty bit of another ration pack. And I gently blow the bone whistle.
I was half expecting it to be one of those death flutes, and it's literally sounding like someone screeching. Blah!
I mean, that might work.
Do an animal handling check at disadvantage. I mean, it's at disadvantage anyway, I think, but...
Not terrible, it's a 10.
It's not taking it. It's trying to skirt around Hassak as it's clambering up this...
Can Hassak attempt to animal handling check?
Sure. It'd still be at disadvantage though.
Sure.
If only
Oh.
somebody dies.
Yeah, it's not having it. It's just freaking out and
It's
starts like running into the cavern even more.
Yep.
Ah,
I don't think we'll be able to handle it, and I don't think it'll be able to survive on its own.
that's why we have to handle it.
I'll just pull out my bow and say, more than
No.
one way.
Let Grimleg try more.
You know, on top of that, what if the Yeti isn't dead and it just fell down and is going to climb back up?
Oh, it's definitely dead. It's vanquished. It's
Are you sure?
It's on Grimleg's list already of vanquished foes.
And how do you know? Did you check? Did you find a body?
I'll check later.
He got the little EXP ping on his HUD.
Yeah.
I'll check later. But for now,
His skill streak.
Meep walks up to the halfling and wraps himself around her, or them. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. And to keep them warm.
Does appear to be a female halfling.
He keeps them warm.
At first, she kind of gives out a little and then kind of accepts it as the warm fur just envelops her.
And he just like starts patting her head. Meep, meep, meep.
She kind of like shakes her head and like looks up at Arya and just goes, "Oh, Mockingo, poor Mockingo, slaughtered. Did you find Asterix and our guide? Are they okay?"
I was supposed to know whatever she said at the beginning.
You know, well, you would have known because the guide Garrett,
Yeah, the guide's dead.
he did mention that the Goliath was named Mockingo.
All right.
Yeah, I know that he mentioned the name, I just wasn't sure if that was a tiefling or the Goliath.
Asterix is the Goliath. No, sorry, Asterix is the tiefling. Brain not working. That's what I meant to say. Yeti.
So is it the one? Is the one she's talking about the one that's dead?
Yeah, the Goliath's dead, and that's
yeah.
what she's talking about.
Yeah, so the one she's talking about dead. Okay, I just want to say, so she's asking me if they're alive or not, yeah?
Yeah, she was asking, like, she said, like, poor Mockingo, and is Asterix and the guide still alive?
I'm sadly not, I'm afraid. Yes, they got lost. I am sorry. Were you familiar with these men?
Well, my companions. I followed Mockingo everywhere. He was on a great adventure to becoming a fantastic hero, and, well, Asterix just started tagging on. But I guess she's probably dead now too. And the guide, the poor guide, he got ravaged by that Yeti.
Oh, he's outside.
Oh, he's okay. Well, what about Asterix?
I mean, as far as being ravaged by a Yeti goes, he's okay.
Well, yes, it was quite scary when it appeared, and, well, we thought he was a goner. He just got mauled straight away.
Oh. I'm just wondering how you confuse this for a dragon cave.
Well, we didn't once we got close enough. We only thought so before, and it was a possibility that Oya Manatok was here, and then Mockingo could prove his great worth. Oh, I suppose that wasn't meant to be anyway.
Oh, I mean, well, we last heard Oya Manatok was, what, Angajuk spell? Is that right?
Oh, maybe, I don't know, we'd never heard that one.
Oh. Maybe my notes are getting confused, but...
Anyway, if we should probably search more for Asterix if you've not found her yet.
Well, now that it seems to be safe, suppose we could. Safe-ish. There's still no felines hunting us. What do you say, crag cats?
Yeah, that's what they're called around here, crag cats.
Never seen one of those before.
I'm sure if we leave here, we might.
Is that the plan then? Shall we go? Please, let's go. I don't want to stand around in these bones any longer.
We've got one of our goblin friends. He's trying to sort some stuff out with that baby Yeti over there.
Did you see where this Asterix went?
No, we scattered. I followed Mockingo into the cave, and he fought the one that attacked us, and then, well, got completely annihilated. And then the other one left, and I was just left with the baby, and I guess its mother, or maybe it was the father that stayed behind, and it was the mother that slaughtered Mockingo. I don't know.
Wait, so you're telling me there's another one?
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking.
Yes, there just seem to be two of them.
Oh, shit.
Meanwhile,
get out of here now.
Meanwhile, in the other room, it's just clank clank as bones are just lobbed at Grimleg continuously.
I'm getting out of the cave.
Also, we left the guide and boy outside too.
We did. We should probably check on them.
Yeah.
As you go back to the entrance, you see both the guide and boy.
Bloody muted.
Oh, what were you trying to say? Something?
Yeah. Everybody's just like, Sharon, there's an orphan baby Yeti if you're interested.
It seems like it still has one of their parents.
I'm just there with bones pelting off my face, going, I think this requires a lighter touch.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ow! Yeah.
I'm bloody cold. I'm gonna go get a jacket.
Right. One last animal handling check.
Use guidance. Come on, you got
Could
it.
I do a medicine check first?
Sure. That
I just want to see like the general state of the Yeti.
Yeah, that won't be at disadvantage. That will just be a normal medicine roll.
Ooh.
Oh shit, 30-20. It seems very healthy actually. It seems quite at home here as well. Won't die of like the cold or anything like that. Probably will survive quite a few days at its current state of like baby fattiness. There are some scraps of food around as well, so it could survive a while. And it's certainly not like malnourished or anything like that.
Okay, let's do the animal handling at disadvantage. You said, yeah,
Yeah.
with a guidance.
You you approach the baby Yeti, and if anybody's seen Crocodile Dundee do the like yum 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 thing, and it starts to kind of like stare at you and sort of calms down, only occasionally tossing the odd bone at Grimleg, but it seems to be a lot calmer. It doesn't look quite certain that the things that have just like charged in and murdered one of its parents, but it's not screeching anymore.
I mean, technically, we didn't murder its parent.
It was an unfortunate accident.
Yes, of course.
That we were directly a part of.
Grimleg will kind of stay a respectful distance away from the Yeti. as she tries to coax it.
As you go around the corner, a bone just kind of like clonks off the floor near to where you were, and Sean begins spinning on the spot.
We did hear that one of its parents is still alive.
That is true. We could leave it and it might be fine, but we could have a Yeti.
Well, by law, if somebody murders somebody, then they too get murdered. So maybe the Yetis are going to get executed.
I mean, this is an animal that has been eating people all of its life.
Yeah, but it hasn't been killing people.
I think that's what it was about to do with the halfling.
I don't think it could. Maybe the adult could.
It was certainly batting her around somewhat, and may have eventually killed her.
Maybe. But I don't think it's strong enough to do that with its bare hands.
Maybe not a healthy person, but
Yeah.
someone their parents dragged in.
Anyway, how can I have scattered food all over this place, so there's food on the ground over there. If you
Meanwhile,
want
outside, Hassan goes and grabs Garrett by the collar and goes, "You didn't say there was 2 Yetis!"
You dangling like a foot off the ground, holding onto his collar, and he's just like, "Oh, I didn't know there were 2. I don't know where the new text has come from. But one of them attacked, and well, I fled. I didn't know there was a second one. I didn't really have a chance to see anything.
Turns out there's 2.
Well, we probably should get moving.
Also, we found your friend.
Well, that's one of them down. What about the other 2?
Yeah.
Are there tracks?
The halfling begins sobbing. Do an investigation check.
Hey, I'm good at those.
Me too, I'm gonna help.
Whoever's wanting to do it at advantage.
You do it at advantage for advantage. You're probably better than me.
I most definitely am.
We all do it one time.
Well, damn, I rolled really low, but
Yeah, that's still super high.
It's hard to find. I mean, yeah, if you want to do an investigation check as well, are you? You can do it.
I'm a Pedalcan, which means I get a D4 and investigation.
Oh.
Are you okay, Andres?
That was an attempt at the investigation joke, but
the immigration joke.
Yes.
Go away,
I'm here to take your investigation jobs.
Damn it. Well, it appears Arya has a better time of finding it. Maybe she's more used to the snow. But the 2 of you, like shuffling through the snow, find that there are older tracks underneath the more freshly fallen snow that lead further up and around the mountain, rather than the pathway you just came in on.
Oh.
Humanoid-sized tracks?
Are these big Yeti tracks or are these?
Yeah.
Well, the ones that you can see, there's no Yeti tracks, weirdly enough, but the ones you can see do appear to be humanoid. Bigger than a halfling, but not like huge, like most of you guys. Not that all of you are huge.
Grimleg is huge where it counts.
Is he?
In his brain.
Is he?
No,
That's not the truth.
he's about mid.
I'll point out the tracks and say, that might be Asterix.
I've got fucking water up my nose now.
So, can we see the other Yeti tracks too?
No, weirdly enough, no Yeti tracks at all.
Oh, they
Or
don't
just, like,
Coming or going.
It flew out.
what if? I'm wondering if.
Never-ending story.
Right, so should we follow these tracks and see if we can find...
Might as well.
Well, it's up to everybody here, you know.
How are we coming along, Sean?
I'm still playing with the baby Yeti and introducing him to Piskin,
Yeah.
the Chewinga.
Though the Chewinga seems a bit freaked out because this is a bit more of a wild animal than the humans it likes to emulate. Once Piskin kind of gets close to the baby Yeti, it tries grabbing it with its mouth full open. Looks like it's about to shove the poor creature into its mouth. But luckily, Piskin is speedy enough to escape.
Slap his hand and be like, no! We don't eat our friends. No matter what Grimleg says.
What?
Bone gets tossed around the corner.
Hey.
Grimleg's just every now and then he blows the bone whistle.
Trying to associate this sound with calmness.
Once the whistle goes off, another bone gets thrown.
Oh, fine. Stupid Yeti.
Garrett turns to the rest of the party at the front and he goes, I think we should get the rest of your party, and whether we're going up or down, start moving now. If there is another Yeti, then we might be in trouble.
What's at the top of this mountain, Garrett?
It doesn't go around much further, but perhaps if she's gone up the mountain, then we'll quickly find her. It could be dangerous getting stuck out in the topmost part, out in the open.
We may already be dead if it's the cold weather and...
Maybe.
Well,
We're really close.
I'd like to stick on the positive side, please, and we go just check, just for the sake of it. Yes.
I'm more than willing to. Don't know if those two are coming anytime soon. Maybe we could send a small team to go look for her.
Hey, I'm up. We're almost ready. She's working her magic.
Also, I wouldn't split up. That's going to be a very bad idea. Again, Yeti.
Hey.
Probably too.
Sean, see if you can coax her to come with us.
Pick up some of the food and see if I can get it to follow us.
It just kind of watches you as you pick it up and start moving away. It doesn't seem particularly interested in following you. Just kind of more perceives you as a non-threat compared to everybody else.
I will go back and give it the food and pick the Yeti up. Or attempt to pick the Yeti up and carry it.
Do a grapple check.
Ooh. That's not good. Strength, right?
Yeah.
Athletics, if you got it.
Athletics, I think, yeah. Ooh.
I mean, that was the Yeti.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
It clambers up you and just like leaps off and then goes back to its bound and starts screeching again, throwing bones at you. Cubo.
I would rather not be here when its dad shows up. Can we maybe leave it for them to find?
We can try again on the way down.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I think we should probably perhaps just leave it.
But what if it dies of hunger?
Well, that's just nature.
But I did it.
Yeah, and now you gotta face the consequences.
I don't
Fit
want
one.
to face the consequences.
Well, that's just life, right? Now, let's go and stop someone else from dying. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Fidwan will just look approvingly at Hassak.
Hopefully not run into the second Yeti.
Well, if
Oh,
you
there's
say-
another one out there that we can make friends with. Let's go
Yeah.
find it.
Maybe just watch it from afar if we do run into it
Can
in
Hasek
silence.
roll a nature check to see how intelligent Yetis are?
Yeah, sure.
Oof.
Oh,
I swear I rolled a natural one on my screen, but
I would.
The chat
I
says
spent
it's
2 dice.
Oh, did it do it automatically as your feature?
Oh yeah, because you're
Oh,
halfling.
Yeah, it says you got a one.
oh
and
yeah,
then equals...
reroll one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Damn, forgot about that.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Foundry.
Sponsored by Foundry VTT.
And VLC Media Player.
I'm VLC Media Player, but not really. But yes, we are sponsored by VLC Media Player, not really. They're intelligent, as in more intelligent than any normal animal. They're not really beasts.
I mean, like, can they talk? Can you have a discussion with them? And
No, they can't speak. They don't have any language capabilities, but they're smart enough that you could communicate some things with them. Or at least a grown,
Maybe I could
grown
use my
one.
telepathy on them.
I think your telepathy needs language, though, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
yeah, I believe it is.
So, are you going to head up the mountain?
Yes.
Yes.
It doesn't take you very long, probably just under an hour. But you start to go around the side of the mountain, heading a little further up. You come to the edge of a vast and deep crevasse, with nowhere to go but down. A collapsed tent lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. Jutting out of a nearby snowbank is a pair of blue leather boots. Next to this grim display, a figure in cold weather clothing sits in the snow, her knees pulled in tight to her chest. Horns protrude from underneath the figure's fur-lined hood.
Oh, so where did the boats come from?
I've actually got a bit of
They're
an image here that I might be able to show.
There a fourth person with you?
Did you say boots?
Yes, a pair of
Blue
blue
boots.
boobs are sticking out of the snow. I mean, I think your tits would be pretty blue if they were out in this weather. No, it's boots.
Oh.
I don't want to tunnel vision. I want to look around to see if the other Yeti is around.
A pair of blue boots.
Yeah.
Do me a perception
Attack's
check.
doing the same. He's looking around to see if he can see anything too.
Perception checks. But yes, there's a huddled figure looking completely covered in snow. And they seem to be just staring at these blue boots.
Blue boobs.
Meep is also going to do his perception because he gets his advantage. So there you go.
Holy shit, there's a lot of perceptions.
No!
Uh,
Beep, you son of a bitch!
everybody but Hassak, it seems. And that, I think, was that a re-rolled one as well?
On Asak? Yeah, by the looks of it.
That's useful.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody's looking around, apart from I guess Arya. You can't spot anything. None of you seem to be seeing anything. Hassak's probably too deep in the snow to actually be able to see over it. So you can't spot anything if it was coming.
You need a boost.
Would you like me to get you a box?
I can pick you up if you want.
Can I carry a fold-out stool with me everywhere?
Hello there. Are you cold?
Would you like a shoulder ride?
No, I can manage on my own 2 feet, thank you.
Just saying.
Grimlock would accept a shoulder ride. No, sorry, distraction. Anyway, let's go speak to the person. Hello. As my subordinate would say, yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo!
Is she alive? Let's go over and see. Maybe her ears froze.
Oh no. I'm gonna go
I
over
think-
and do a quick medicine check.
I think the DM froze.
No, I think I know what's going on.
I'm wondering if she's frozen to death.
Yeah. I'm medicine.
She dead. Yes. The tiefling appears to be completely frozen solid, teeth clenched, and the eyes just like cold, like glazed over with a slight frosting, just staring at the pair of blue boots sticking out of the snow.
I would like to start digging the blue boots out the snow,
Well,
just to see who they're attached to.
for you, it doesn't take very long because you're pretty strong. So the snow, even though a bit compact, gives way quite easily. You undig what looks like a dwarf. Looks like one of the more local kind of dwarves. You can tell from the more paler skin and kind of ginger kind of hair. You can kind of guess from him and the half-buried tent that he was here kind of like camping out and something just happened. But his head appears to be missing.
Mm.
Ooh, there's a problem there.
Oh, that's where the rest of him went.
Oh wait, did you find his head?
Yeah, it's
Zach takes the goat skull he picked up earlier and places it where his head should be.
To be honest, that wasn't the actual head I was alluding to, but yes.
Yes, the racist dwarf is still alive. I refuse to think she's not.
Well, she
not-
looks like her gear's
not
still in
her
pretty
either.
good nick. Better take what we can, and we don't want to end up like our tiefling here.
So
Yeah.
on the dwarf, there's a wineskin, a half-eaten block of goat's cheese, and a miner's pick.
Hmm.
And then
Well,
did someone say they were searching asterisks? Your
Sure.
She ain't gonna be needing it anymore.
your new halfling friend just kind of starts weeping a bit whilst looking at her dead friend.
I suppose I will say a blessing for the Raven Queen to hopefully take her soul. I hope I'm not too late, but you know.
The raven what?
Never you mind. The Raven Nobody.
He's been
Okay.
blabbering on about this nonsense for a while now.
No, some queen that's a raven.
Yes, Raven Queen. The Raven Queen! Take this woman's soul into your feathery bosom, into your wings.
As he's patting down the body, searching for things.
Yeah.
Meep's comforting the halfling. It's like patting her on the head. Going, meep, meep, meep.
On the body, you do find what appears to be a potion with very clear liquid inside and a leather-bound book.
Oh. So, book, clear liquid potion. Can I investigate the potion? I have alchemist tools.
Do it at advantage, then, using the alchemist tools.
Zach would like to investigate the book.
I
Sure.
will toss it to you. There you go.
Arcana? Actually, no. As soon as Hassak has it in his hands, he's like, aha! Opens it up, looks in, and there's a bunch of spells inside.
Now this is mine.
Oh,
Did you do that at advantage?
I'm still exhausted, so.
Oh, shit.
I can check it too. I know my alchemy.
Yeah. You have a look
How do I make an alchemist? Oh, here it is.
on the front page.
You know that you can just put your finger in and taste it to figure out what it is, right?
Oh, I suppose that would work.
Hang on. We don't know if it's dangerous. That's also very bad etiquette.
Fidvan just purely looking at it instantly knows that it's an invisibility potion.
Ooh.
That's useful.
Very
Maybe-
useful indeed.
Maybe Grimlock.
Hassak in the book is spells of Alter Self, Cloud of Daggers, Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Expeditious Retreat, Scorching Ray, Shield, Suggestion, and Tensor's Floating Disc.
Okay, I got as far as Cloud of Daggers.
I can repeat that off stream.
Please. Okay, that'd be great.
But yeah, that's all you find in this area.
No.
Is there a way to?
This will hopefully help us out.
So just for the sake of wrapping up soon, Garrett's going to be like pushing you to head back down since most of the party are now dead, and he doesn't want to get mauled by a yeti again.
Oh.
Understandable. I guess we don't have much else to do here.
No, let's get back to our creatures and hopefully back to some warmth.
Orf?
Oh yes, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I guess we'll leave the Yeti. Your parents will be back soon, you bastard!
Saying that, I'm going to leave it on this cliffhanger. As you head back down and go towards where the cave is again, you see a large figure trundling along towards the cave mouth, holding this large goat over its shoulder, and just seems to go inside. And you can kind of hear this echoing roar, roar inside.
Daddy Yeti's home.
I mean, it's a very good time to quickly run past and head down the mountain. But yeah, we'll wrap it up as that Daddy Yeti returned. There's no real chance to go in and molest a small baby Yeti anymore.
I want to molest.
Mama is definitely dead.
That's good.
Depressing stuff, I know, but you succeed.
Out of character stuff, does that crevasse lead to the Underdark by any chance?
There's now just a Yeti in the Underdark, just freaking out. But the most important thing that I want to get done, because you finished the mission and I can't be asked to go, oh, you've got to go all the way back to the town. Level 3.
Yay! I'm getting my subclass stuff.
So finally, level 3 with all your subclasses and stuff like that. Again, you can figure that out off stream. We'll do your spells, your health, blah, 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 blah. And we can give the update next time. There's already 1 health. So, yeah. An interesting one. I thought there was a possibility that the whole fucking party was going to die from that. Sean got a pretty sweet health boost. Was going to die from that.
It's mid.
I guess it's mid, yeah.
Yeah.
You're mid. Anyway, I thought you were all going to die from the fucking avalanche because it was going to absolutely wreck you in 1 turn. Since it moves 300 foot within 1 turn, it's ridiculous. It would have hit you by turn 0.
Shan
You basically got like 1 round to escape and go like what?
100 foot.
Feet? Like
100 foot.
100 feet.
Which is like next to impossible if you were a rogue or a monk, maybe.
Gimlet can get 90 feet.
But you were tied to everybody else, so you were still only going as fast as your slowest person.
Well, you see, Grimleg's bonus action would free him of that and leave everyone else in the lurch.
It's like,
you know what's great?
TPK -1.
Who spells?
Grimleg and his sneaky spells. That I was so pleased that illusion worked. I was spoken.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting bits there. The Quetzalcoatlus was a major thing. Convincing the Yeti to go the other way with the illusion, pretty good one. But yeah, you've succeeded in that mission. That's 3 down. You've still got your Chwinga with you, so you've got a 4th one to complete. Arya's uncle, he still wants some help. Heard of a weird creature far to the west in the waters attacking boats, so that may be another one.
Max.
And then dragon in the south.
There's some tanky now.
There's a dragon just flying around everywhere. And somebody might be dead that you might need to investigate. So yeah, there you go. That's the end of this session.
How do we complete the Chwinga quest if we insist on keeping the Chwinga?
Then it
We
never gets
don't.
completed. It's going to be like one of those annoying ones in like any Bethesda game where you somehow glitch it out and you can't complete it, and it's just forever there in your quest list, just taunting you, going, "You're never going to have this one disappear." Ha ha ha.
It's going to be like a great World of Warcraft quest that you don't quite want to get rid of yet.
Yeah.
I guess like we could go speak to the quest giver and be like, "Hey, we're not giving her back. Fight us." You know.
And that's when she goes, "Haha! Well, now I have become level 20 creature, god of death," and destroys you and takes Chewinga.
Now,
I hope she's a level 20 fucking multi-class.
Yeah.
She rips off her face and she's actually Pete in disguise and has every
Ah,
single class under the sun.
Tom, could you send me a list of those spells just so I don't pick my other level 2 ones? It's the same ones.
Yeah, of course. I'll send those in a sec. And I'll help
you.
anybody else that needs spell stuff in the meantime. But for now, it is farewell from the Duck and Raven. I need to sort out my Raven because she no longer wants to be chained to me. But yeah,
You just gotta let them go, man.
like, subscribe, do that other stuff. Hit us up on all the socials. It would be appreciated. Thank you unapologetically me, who I know in real life, for subbing Nat. Yeah, she gave Nat a sub.
God, the Yeti, guys.
The Yeti was not coming with you, Pete.
What?
Say
Tell me
goodbye.
that's not a thing.
Say goodbye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!